Good evening, and welcome to Now Chat Show. I'm your girl, Kazmac. Hope you are all doing well this evening. And I know it's been quite a while, right? And you haven't seen neither myself or Janelle, but unfortunately, Janelle's not with us at this moment, but she's here spiritually with us. But today it's all about our mental well-being. So we started up a new episode, and we're focusing on well-being, something different in terms of, obviously we're now in another pandemic, and we just thought, you know what, let's do something different, because obviously this is a platform to inspire. So what better way to inspire you today? Look at your outfits. So we've got an amazing guest lined up for us today, who is a fashion designer. She's the founder and creative director of Mau Fashion, and she is going to give us some tips in regards of what outfits you should be wearing, even though you are not going anywhere. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in our beautiful guest on right now. So do bear with me. And obviously, guys, feel free to do send some comments. Just let us know that you are there. And any questions, please feel free to be sending those questions across, and we will ensure that we do answer those questions. So I'm going to bring in my guest. Shantel, are you ready, girl?
I'm here. Hi.
Hi, how are you doing? You're looking amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm loving your outfits, the fabrics, and the backgrounds, etc. I just feel like I need to be over there and just getting some clothing, and anyway, you're going to be telling us about different outfits today. But before we get started, tell us a bit about yourself. Who is Shantel Mau, and what is Mau, and how did you get started?
So my brand is mamau.com. So I design and produce amazing, stunning African print garments, and I currently do women's wear at the moment. And yeah, I've been running since 2011, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to have my own fashion brand. And after working in the corporate space for X amount of years, I just wanted to have my own brand, because I just love fashion, and I love designing, I love producing garments and stuff. And I just love creating from nothing, like from a blank canvas to nothing, and just having something at the end of it on the page. I just find it amazing. So anything creative, like I just love that. So yeah, I've been running since 2011, and yeah, it's something that I've always wanted to do. So yeah.
Wow. So you started since 2011. So I mean, where did the inspiration come from in terms of you wanting to start your own clothing line?
So I think it's because I liked the way clothing can make you feel. Like it can aid in your mood. So I love that, you can express yourself as well, because I was quite a shy person. And it's interesting, actually, because there was a time in my life when I was really young where I was a teenager, and I would wear like all black from head to toe with like a hoodie over my head because I just didn't want to be seen. And I was just trying to hide. So I would wear baggy clothes, all black, hoodie, and just like be having my head down because I just didn't want to be seen. And then when I started to like get into fashion and stuff, then I saw how I could actually express my personality. So that's when I started like playing around with color. So like vibrant colors, like yellows and reds and greens and stuff, and prints. And I was like, oh, I I could feel the change in me. So I just started to play around, and then I was always sewing. Like I had a sewing machine. My auntie, she bought me a sewing machine when I was 14, 13, 14, and I used to make my outfits for me and my friends for carnival. And yeah, I'll just be sewing like months in advance. I'll be sewing. I'll be thinking about what we're gonna wear to carnival, how we're gonna look and stuff. And I just remember the energy from the clothing. It just, it just, it can just really transform your mind, your attitude, and your mood. So to me, it's almost magical. When I really break it down, it's almost magical. Like when you use it in the right way, it could be really magical. So yeah, I think I could see that at a young age, like what clothing could do and how it could help with your mood and stuff, and really put you in a positive mood if you use it correctly. So yeah, I was fascinated by that.
Wow, that's interesting because you mentioned quite a few different things in terms of, like you said, you was making outfits for carnival, and
Yeah.
again, that was at such a young age. Roughly, what age was you
So I was like
when you was doing that?
13, 14 when I was sewing, but
Wow.
I actually used to make clothes before that by hand. I would
Yes.
actually sew by hand for, I have like two little cousins. They were, I can't remember, they were under 10, and I was about, I don't know how old I was, but I wasn't that old. I must have been a little bit younger than, maybe I was like 13 or something, or 12 even, I can't even remember. But I was young and I would stitch it by hand. And I made them two matching jumpsuits from African print. Because,
Right.
yes, a family friend, she came back from Ghana and bought some fabric and gave it to actually me and Denise Brown, stylist.
Hmm.
She gave us the fabric, and then with my fabric, I used it to make my little cousin's jumpsuits, matching jumpsuits, and I stitched it all by hand. I cut it out by hand and I stitched it by hand, and I just figured it out like I didn't know what I was doing.
So you
I
just
just
made
figured
it
it
happen. You
out.
just put it all together. That's amazing.
Yeah,
And then obviously with your background, I've checked out on your research, on your website, and your grandmother, she made clothing as well, and
yeah,
so you're coming from a lineage of creative, really, isn't it?
yeah. My grandma was multi-talented because she worked in the care industry as well, and she used to sew for Jeff Banks. I don't know if anyone remembers Jeff Banks,
Yeah.
but it's a blast from the past. He used to host
Is it a clothes show?
the clothes show. That's it. He
Yeah.
used to host the clothes show live in Birmingham. So yeah, she used to sew for him. She used to do piecework, and that was literally her sewing in her kitchen on her Singer machine, just sewing. I used to remember the noise of the sewing machine just going.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah,
So that
I
was really quite
love that.
insightful to see, just to be able to
Yeah,
see that and grow up with that. And then obviously, like you said, you was always quite inquisitive as a young child.
yeah.
So, you
I was
know,
very inquisitive. I was always asking like why and how are things made, and my grandma would make me she would make me clothes, And I remember just seeing the fabric, and then the next minute I've got a skirt, a little rah-rah skirt. Remember those little rah-rah skirts?
Yeah, I remember the rah
Good.
skirts. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just always fascinated. So I was always asking questions, and I wanted to know how things were made. So it's funny, because I literally worked my way up the fashion industry from a sample cutter to a senior garment technologist. And
Right.
I learned so much knowledge there, like technical knowledge on
Yeah.
manufacturing and how the garment's made, what fabrics to use, how the fabric acts, pattern cutting, grading, and testing, fabric testing. So I learned.
So what does that entail in terms of fabric testing? I mean, I'm just assuming that you're just testing the fabrics. Is that literally what it is, or is there a lot more? Is it a lot more technical than?
So, so I had to have knowledge of how fabrics should perform. So I was approving test reports. So I would receive the test reports from the factory, and I would have to check the reports to make sure that they're okay, and then I would have to approve it. So it was just making sure that the fabrics are performing to a British standards and a European
Right.
standard. Yeah. So yeah, that was one of the many things I did throughout my career in the corporate space. And it's great because I was able to take all that knowledge that I learned in the corporate space and bring it over to my fashion brand. And it really helped me launch my brand quite with ease, actually, because of the knowledge that I've had in the fashion corporate space.
I think
So
that's amazing because
yeah,
obviously you're gaining the experience, getting paid at the same time. It's like you're getting the training to be able to
yeah,
now then apply it into your actual your business itself. And obviously you make your garments and everything. But one thing I did want to touch on, because you mentioned about your grandmother being a care worker as well, and also you're a qualified counselor. Is that correct?
yes. So while I was um, at work and while I was, working in the fashion industry for working for other companies, at night I went to night school after work, like for 4 years. And because the thing is, I love learning, and I study psychology for fun. And I know some people be like, "What? You study psychology for fun? Like that's a mind, like." But I
Yeah, because
love
I'm
it.
thinking for fun. Who studies for fun? You know what I mean? Especially
Exactly.
psychology. It's not even like it's a really fun, you know, area to get involved in. But I suppose you're getting to understand the minds and why people act and do things the way that they do.
You know what it was for me? I was so inquisitive, and I just wanted answers to questions that I didn't understand why people the way they were, and I didn't understand why I was the way I was, and I didn't understand certain things about people, and I just wanted answers, and no one could give me answers. So I kept digging, researching, buying books, going to the library, reading books, watching videos. Like I would watch experiments for fun. I
Wow.
would study people like Carl Jung, Skinner, Freud, all of these people, and any other behaviorist out there as well. I would just study them because I got to learn about me.
Hmm.
Because remember, I told you that I used to wear all black with a hood
That's
over my
right.
head. So
Yeah,
I didn't want to
because you
be
didn't want to
seen.
be seen. Yeah.
Exactly. So I had some issues when I was younger, and I just wanted to get to the bottom of it, of how I could get through this, how could I manage it, and why was I like the way I was. And I doing that course at night school, I got to learn about myself. I got to
Really.
learn, yeah, I
Like
got to
what?
learn.
Would you like to share?
I won't go into detail because it is a lot, but what I just learned certain things about myself, and some of it I didn't like. I didn't like certain things about myself that I learned. But the good thing is I got to change it. So because now I know why I was acting that way, and a lot of it is just to do with your past. So like your child's any child's trauma that I had gone through was affecting me when I was a teenager, and I was just responding accordingly, but I didn't know why. But as soon as I did the course, I knew why. Like I could put it all together. I was like, oh, that's why I'm acting like that.
Yeah.
Duh. And
But
then,
what I like
can you hear me?
about what you're saying is the fact that
I'll give you that.
is the fact you actually um, you're doing a self research. It's a self finding.
Yeah,
So even though you're doing
yeah,
it you're doing it for fun, but at the same time you wanted to get a bit better understanding to why you behave the way you do. Why is it that you don't want to be seen by others, and why you wear those dark clothing, etc. So I think
yeah.
that's really interesting in what you shared, and thank you for sharing that. But I do want to move on. But as the show is in regards to you giving us some tips in regards to outfits that we should be wearing whilst we're working from home, etc. I know, like, some people probably thinking, what's the point in getting dressed if I ain't going anywhere? So, could you
Yeah.
just if we could just begin, why do you think it's important for people to dress up even when they're not going anywhere? Why is it so essential?
So again, it's a mind thing. It's all part of your mental health, your well-being. So so I was saying earlier that, the clothing can make me feel a certain way. So, there's certain colors that can aid your mood as well. So warm colors like orange and browns and reds and things like that. They're more warm colors, so they actually give you energy and they're more
Oh, really?
energizing. Yeah. And then there's the cooler colors, so blues and greens. So they're more calming, so they can
Right.
aid your moods and make you feel calmer. So there's a lot of research into this, and if you go online, you can get more details about it. But just to summarize, those are the two different ways they can make you feel so energized and calming. Um, and
So
then,
is there
so
any
why?
specific colours itself that gives you that to make you feel energized and make you feel calm? Is there any particular
So
colours?
yeah, so red, so
Hmm.
the reds and the oranges, and then for calming, it's greens and blues and purples as well.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
so it's important to still dress up because I think, rolling out of bed and going straight to your laptop, your computer, it's not beneficial at all for you. You're not going to get any benefit out of that. It's about grounding yourself for the day and setting your intentions for the day. So when you do get up, because when you think about it, when you get up, I don't know about anyone else, but me, when I get up, I'm still half asleep.
Yeah.
Like I don't get out of bed like,
Some people do, but that's just not us.
yeah. No, I don't. I can't. I'm literally still half asleep. Like I still feel a bit, but then as soon as I have a shower, all of that's gone, and I feel energized. And then as soon as I set my intentions for the day, which is usually in the shower, I just say to myself, what are my intentions for the day? And I urge people to do this as well. I really recommend it. Just ask yourself in the morning, what are my intentions for the day? So if you're intending to have a productive day, say it out loud. Today I'm having a productive day. And look at your wardrobe, and while you're saying that, you'll automatically go to the things, that the clothing that's gonna have it that you have a productive day, that can set you up for the day.
I
So
love that.
yeah.
Because it's
So
like
if
you're
you want
creating
a
a
fun day,
routine. Yeah, because you're creating a routine, aren't you? You're creating a routine and you're
yeah,
being accountable for that. So if you're setting your intention to have a productive day, then there's certain things that you as an individual needs to do in order to ensure that you do have a productive day.
yeah,
All simple things just like making up your bed, you know, that
yeah,
again starts the intention. And then obviously, like you're saying,
exactly.
bathing and then, declaring certain affirmations, and then obviously,
Yeah,
looking at the wardrobe, what am I going to wear? And you could also even prepare your wardrobe from the night before, right?
of course, definitely. Preparation is key if you have the time to do it. Because then, obviously you spend less time trying to look around and trying to figure out. But even with setting the intentions, that will still guide you in the right way. But it's then, if you need to iron it, maybe you could do that the night before.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's just about being prepared so that it's an easy road for you. Like there's no distractions. It's easy. It's seamless. You know. So setting your
cool.
intentions for the day is definitely the first thing I would say. And yes, you could do that the night before. That's a good idea.
I do like that. And also, in regards to you saying about why it's important to get in dress, even though you're not going anywhere, it's also about your self care and your self worth as well.
Yes, it is. So you want to dress for yourself. Like you deserve it. Like you deserve to look good and feel good. And we know that clothing can make you feel good. And it can set you up for the day. So why not dress in comfortable, your favorite items? Because I think when you do that, you instantly become your intent.
Mm,
So you're wearing the outfit, you look the part, and then you kind of just, your body just kind of gets into that intention. So if
yeah,
you want a productive day, if you want a fun day, if you have an interview, you dress accordingly, you dress for your intention.
I love
And
that. Because there
yeah,
was something that even I was watching, I think it was Ivan Carmichael on YouTube, and he does a lot of inspirational, motivational videos with various different celebrities and influencers, etc. And I believe he had a quote from, like, not a quote, but a saying by Beyonce. She was like being interviewed, I can't remember who it was by, and I'm just paraphrasing it. And she was basically saying that, if when she's not having such a good day, she'll just put on her best outfit, put on her best makeup, and like again, it's going back to what you're saying, is setting that intention. Because for myself, I mean, there's many days when I just cannot get out of my bed whatsoever. But then I know when I do make the effort and I do dress up, it does set a mood. It sets it to be so different, because depending obviously what you're putting on as well. But even just getting up and just going to have a shower and putting on something is better than just lounging in your pajamas,
the
etc.
pajamas, yeah,
Especially
definitely,
at a time like
100%.
this.
And it's so easy to get into that routine of just rolling out of bed and going straight to the computer.
Yeah,
But you have to just push like you did. You pushed through that and just
it
took the
wasn't all the
first
time. Let's not get it twisted. It was not all the time. Most of the times, my face was not on display. You know what I mean, kind of thing, when it came to the
That's a good
meetings,
point as
etc.
well, because I think some people try and get out of it and just like don't put their video on when they go
Yeah,
into
because they're in the pajamas and they've got their headscarf on, or man and man's got a t-shirt on, and we just out the door and just saying, "Yo." No one has seen me today, and they're not gonna see me because I just tell them it's my mental health. You know them ways that you can't force it. But then saying
But
that,
it's not a good
it's not
habit to
good,
get
is it?
into. Like, get in the habit of being on video, like being on screen when you have your meetings, when you have your one-to-ones or whatever, virtually, because it's a first impression as well, and even second and third impression. It's an impression that you're, so if you've just got your um photo up or it's a black screen, like, people are gonna think, they might think other things about you that's not really true just because you haven't shown your face. Because this thing is
Yeah,
a barrier, isn't it? It's a barrier,
yeah,
like not being in person with someone. So you've got to show yourself in your like who you are, basically,
yeah,
in
and
a
it makes sense
beneficial way.
because you are your own brand, aren't you? So if you're not showing, turning up and showing yourself, then
Mm,
you're not really being a good, you know, you're not really being a good representation, a
of
representative of
yourself.
who you stand for.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm, that's interesting. So my next question, I move on to the next question. So would you? So there's quite a few questions I do want to ask. First and foremost, what tips can you give when choosing clothing which fits you really well?
So that in itself is a tip, choosing clothes that fit you well.
But how do you
And
know? So if because you know, like sometimes you may put on, say, like I may want to wear a dress that's really quite long and flowy and everything else, but it doesn't potentially suit me. Like Janelle can put on something like that where it's long. There's some outfits that Janelle wears and I just cannot wear it because she's a lot more
yeah,
taller, I'm sure. So
mm,
it just makes me look stumpish, not very flattering whatsoever. But sometimes we like, because we like it, we still buy it and we want to wear it.
mm. See, that's a little trap. I wouldn't, try not to fall in that trap of buying something for the sole purpose of, oh, I like it.
Mm,
Has to fit you well as well. Like, and the way to see that, obviously, you know the curves in your body, you know, you can look at something and say, okay, yeah, it fits me good here. It's not too tight, it's just right. Or, you know, it's got a nice slim leg, it fits my leg, it complements me. So when those are involved as well as, oh, I like it, then that's great. But I don't think that just liking it is enough, because it might not suit you at the end of the day. So it's about, does it suit you first? Does it fit you well? Does it suit you? Do you feel comfortable in it? And is it appropriate? Does it work within your wardrobe? Oh, am I still live? Yeah, I am. Hey, Kaz, can you hear me? It looks like we've lost her. So, yeah, I'll just carry on then. So, making sure things fit you well. So, you probably have a good idea of how things fit you. And if you're not sure, you can always ask someone else as well. So, you know, make sure you choose shapes that you have you have bought in the past, and you know that fit you, where you know you've got really good compliments in it, and you know people have said how great you look in it. So try to stay with things like that. So stick to what you know. It is good to branch out sometimes, but you know, stick to what you know as well, and you can always ask for advice. So I wonder if anyone has any questions, and if anyone can actually still hear us, because it looks like we've lost Kaz, Matt. So if you could comment below and let us know, that would be wonderful. I'm gonna check something while we're waiting. So if you could comment below and let us know, that would be wonderful. I'm gonna check something. Okay, so it looks like I'm still live, so that's great. So has anyone got any questions? That would be great right now. If not, I can go through some of the here.
Mama.
Hello. Oh wow. I'm still live at the moment. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So Kaz has had a little bit of a technical issue with her broadband. So I'm still going to continue. So I've got 3 looks. So the first look is, if you have a interview, like what to wear. So I would say I think the key thing will be to make it comfortable. Make sure you're comfortable in it, and make sure that you look smart and presentable. So, smart casual is usually a good benchmark to go by. So that would mean, like, for the guys, maybe that would mean like maybe wearing like a classic shirt. So it's also about looking in your wardrobe as well for what you already have. Sometimes you don't have to go out and buy new things. Like, go into your wardrobe, look and see what you have, And this is actually my husband's. He's had this for like 20 years and he wears it to this day now. And he always gets compliments in this shirt. It's just a classic button-down shirt. You could wear this with a tie or no tie. And you could wear it by itself with maybe like some khaki chinos, maybe. So something like this. So this is like a classic chino style slim leg jean trouser. So you could wear that with this shirt. And then if you feel a bit chilly, you could also just match it up with like a little jumper. Now this jumper is really soft to the touch. It's a jersey, so you want to look out for things that say soft touch, jersey, knitted, flannel backed, and that would mean that it's soft, it stretches. So that means when you hear words like that, if you're looking and buying things, that means that it's going to stretch with your body. So that means comfort straight away. And because we're at home, we want comfort. We don't want to be in rigid, stiff garments. So this is I really like this actually, because it's classic. So you could wear this together with the shirt sticking out just here. Just have the shirts out, so you could layer that. So that is really cool. Or you can just wear it by itself. And so if you're working from home as well, that's another good one as well that you could wear from working from home, as well as the interview as well. And even the dress that I have on as well, this is a simple shift dress, and I can show you it here. So this will be cool for a interview if you're in the creative industry. I would say it might be a bit too bold for other industries, like more conservative industries, but if you're in a creative industry or media or something like that, you could definitely wear this to an interview. It's a very simple shift dress, and it has these cap sleeves here, and it has a raglan seam here. And then you've got the nice princess seams going down. So that gives you really nice shape. As you can see on me, it gives you really nice shape here. And then it just skims down to a pencil dress shape. and that is to the knee. That's a knee length dress. So you can see this design is really stunning. It's not as bold as some prints I've seen, but it's still a statement piece, but it's still quite subtle and sophisticated. So it's not like, oh my God, what's that? It's just pleasant, if that makes any sense. And I think that's because of the plain white background. So this is a really nice one for interview. And I've actually teamed it up with some really delicate small neck earrings. So I've kept it quite simple, but they're still quite a statement because it's actually a mask, and these are from Omolola Jewelry. I believe it's a British Nigerian brand. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, those are just very simple earrings. If I had an interview, I wouldn't wear this necklace. I think there's too much going on then. But because I was on the show, I thought I'd wear it. So it just depends on your environment and where you are actually interviewing for, so, and your industry. Okay. And again, for women, you know, you could wear a shirt, a button-down shirt as well, something like this, maybe a plain one if you're more conservative industry. So just a plain, normal shirt with cuffs at the wrists. And for this one, again, because obviously I'm in the creative industry, so we've got this detail going on. But again, if it's a more conservative industry, it would be just a plain button-down blouse without the extra creativity. Okay, so what we got now. We've got the interview, and we have working from home, and we've gone for menswear as well. So guys, we included you this time. I know some people say that we don't include the guys. We included you this time. And then we have, what else do we have? Oh yes, the last one. This one. This would be quite good with because we're in autumn, you have these lovely warm autumn colors. And again, remember, warm colors like this, reds and browns, they are energizing. So this would be perfect for now because it's very nice for autumn as well, very autumn colors. And you could wear this with a little cardigan as well, just to layer it up. And you could wear these easily with jeans, or you could wear it with a pencil skirt, or you could wear it with jeggings as well if you wanted to, and layer it with the cardigan. And those are all my looks for today's show. So if anyone has any questions, please do let me know. I'm going to check now. So we have, Coach Carla's here. Hi, Coach Carla. How are you? I hope you're doing well. If you have any questions, let me know. And we've got someone here called Golden Silver Surfer. He's asking any tips for men. Yes, just gave you some tips for men. So it's all about the button down, classic button down. I'm sure every man has this in their wardrobe. Like, don't be afraid to get your things from your wardrobe that you haven't worn in a long time, or you've had for a long time. That's okay to do that as well. What else have we got? So there's also I'm going to do a competition. So if anyone would want to, because I just launched my head wrap collection recently. So if you could tell me which year did I start mamal.com, then you can win a head wrap. And it's actually similar to it's the same as my dress actually. It's this print. I actually love this print. It's so stunning. So this is the head wrap folded in half. So you can wrap your hair. So the question is to win this. Look at that. That could even just be a picture. I love that. Look at that. You could frame that. Oh, I love it. Anyway, the question is, which year did I start mamau.com? So you need to email info@nowchatshow.com with the answer. So that's info@nowchatshow.com. So if you email your name and the right answer, and then I'll be giving away 2 head wraps. So there can be 2 winners. So make sure you email if you know the answer. And P.S., the answer is in this video. So I'm making it so easy for you. So yeah, so that's it, folks. It's been lovely talking to you. I can't see any more. Let me just double check. I can't see any more questions. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope you all are well, and I hope you stay safe. And I hope that you are able to get some valuable tips from this video. And if you have any questions, please do email me. I am here at the end of the email, so you can contact me anytime and I'll get back to you within 24 hours. So yeah, stay safe and make sure you tune into the Now Chat Show next week, where we'll have, who is she having on? She is having is this Kaz coming back? I was about to end your show.
Back in the building. Oh my gosh, you got a fan out. I was starting to sweat. I was thinking my makeup going to start melting up and everything else. And Lord of this mercy. Oh my
what happened?
Gosh.
Internet.
My Wi-Fi just decided that it's just going to go off.
Oh.
And that's never happened. Well, it's happened before when I was actually in a meeting call for work, and it just went. But this is the thing with technology now, isn't it? That, you know, exactly. As much as it's really strong broadcast. So guys, I sincerely apologize that I had to leave everything down to Shantel. I'm sure she done a fabulous job. I'm sure she's the future co-host, I guess, right?
I don't know about that.
Well, guest co-host, of course.
Yes, I'll be guest
co-host. But so did you share all the outfits?
Yeah, so I shared the outfits. The only one left is yours, what you're wearing.
Ooh, child, I came at the right time. You left the best place.
So the outfit the cat is wearing is great for a chill out day, or even like a Friday relaxed day, like you're ready for the weekend kind of work day, but more of a chill as well. So it's a bit of a mixture. So it's literally this knit jumper, very bright colors. So again, this orange is energizing, and I love this because it's like a really medium knit as well. So you won't, and plus there's quite big holes as well, like medium-sized holes. So you won't be super hot in this. And I've paired it up with jeans, and these jeans are not your typical rigid jeans, because I would stay away from those jeans during while you're at home, because like rigid jeans are they're just rigid, and you want, again, for me, it's about comfortability when you're at home. So these jeans in particular, they have a high content of elastane. So that means it's stretchy. So it stretches with your body. So when you move, it moves. That's a song, isn't it? Isn't that a song? Ludicrous. When I move, you move.
Just like this. Just like this, yeah. Something like that, anyway. I don't know the words, but I do know that there is a song, definitely.
Yeah.
Great.
So, yes, that's the last look.
Fantastic.
And
So,
again, because you've got the glasses on, you just look like you're ready for work as well
well, I'm
as
at work now, right?
security. Huh?
This is work. This is work right now.
Exactly. Exactly. And because you're in the media, you could be fun with your colors. That's what I love.
Of course, yeah, because that's another thing that I've been hearing about. I think it just depends on the industry that you're in. They try and tell you
Yeah.
to stop, avoid wearing black, white, and prints. Those are things that I've
Mm.
heard that you shouldn't be wearing because it's to do with the camera, etc. But then if you're working from home, you're not really going to be focusing on those things because
Yeah.
it's not your industry per se, I guess.
Yeah, I would definitely wear prints. It just depends on the print, and then it depends on the industry as well. The black, because of the black thing is because it doesn't pick up on camera. But
Right.
it depends what. If it's an interview, I wouldn't wear all black. Like I wouldn't wear black on the spot or whatever. Um, unless I was going to bring it out with something like this, because it's got this color here. Unless it's going to bring that out, there's some color. Then yeah.
So I could see that Gold and Silver Surfer said, "Is there any tips for men?" Did you do the tips for men's outfits? Because you said you've done all the
Mm.
outfits. Mine's remaining.
Yeah, I think I answered that question. So
Okay.
yes, I was showing for men the classic button down and about going to your wardrobe and not necessarily, buying new things. Like have a look what you've got first and make it, make it work. So layer it up. So I was showing um this button down. We could wear it by itself. And he's had this for years. Like he's had this in his wardrobe for like 20
It
years.
looks
But
brand new.
it's
It looks
such
like
a
it's just
classic.
right.
And this is the thing, when you buy good value quality stuff, especially cotton, um, it can last really long. And this would be great with this. This is a knitted um, top. So what's good about this is that it's soft because it's knitted. That means
Right.
it's stretchy. So it moves with your body. So when you, again, ludicrous, when you move, it moves with you.
Yeah. So you got that
So
flexibility, right?
yeah, and some people might get a bit chilly. So maybe you want to
Yeah.
pair it up with a gilet as well.
What do
You
you
know,
call that?
huh?
What do you call that? Because I call that body warmer, but is it not, you gave it a
It's
name?
also called a body warmer, and it's also called a gilet.
Gilet.
A gilet, yeah. I
Where's
think
that from? Is
French.
that English
I
or is
believe
that
it's French, yeah.
okay?
The
Right.
French are so
Because it just doesn't
sophisticated.
sound English at all.
I
So much
know.
as that where did that come
Warmer.
from? I just know body warmer, so I wouldn't say English, but you know how we do. But in regards to the competition, I'm assuming that you've already mentioned the competition.
Yes, but I'll repeat it again. So basically, the question is, which year did I start mamau.com? And this is what you can win. It's literally a head wrap from my new head wrap collection. And it's actually the same print as my dress that I'm wearing now, which is cool.
Oh,
I
that's so
absolutely
beautiful.
love this print. And I was saying as well, it actually looks like you could frame that. It looks like a picture. It looks like a sun.
Definitely.
I just love
Um,
them. So
Golden, sorry, so Gold and Silver Serpent asked the question: would you recommend that you can wear a headscarf whilst you're on, like, say, a Zoom conference meeting, especially for the females? Like, would that is that something that you think we can do or strongly against? Not that I really
again,
care because I will
it's
rock up in it.
say that again.
Not that I care because I've rocked up in headscarves to work anyway.
Yes, I've seen
head
you know
wraps?
him. Yeah, so I would say it depends on your industry. I would because I would say yes, just wear it. But I know some people are a bit more conservative, so it would be a bit bold for them. But I would say if you feel comfortable wearing it, you should wear it at the end of the day.
Mm,
Um, I think it's great because it protects your hair and it just it can bring your outfit together. Like it can just bring the whole outfit together. And yeah, it protects your hair and it's just a quick fix sometimes when you're having a bad hair day as well. So I think it's a great accessory to have. So if you feel comfortable wearing it, wear it. Like don't think about it, just do it. Because
great.
a lot of like style is to do with your confidence, it's to do within. It's not necessarily what you're wearing all the time. It's more to do with your confidence and how you're feeling. And sometimes the clothing can actually boost your confidence as well if you do it right. Again, if you use,
Mm,
I just see fashion as a tool, like clothing as a tool, as well as keeping you warm and covering your body. It's a tool as well for your well-being. Like you really can use it to uplift and shift your mind and your attitude if you do it right. Yeah.
that's great.
Smash
So,
it.
that's brilliant. Thank you so much. So, in regards to the competition itself, um, for those who wants to obviously participate to win the one of Chantal's beautiful head wraps, please send us an email to info@nowchatshow.co.uk. Alternatively, just send us a direct DM on Instagram, Facebook. But best place to do it, I would just say, just send it straight over to the email because then at least then it kind of guarantees you a win. Because as you can imagine, we get a lot of messages coming through, etc. as well. So I would strongly suggest doing that if you can. Also to follow Chantel, you can follow Chantel Mamau Fashion. Is it underscore? Is that
Oh,
correct?
no.
Oh, 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 my bad.
In,
Okay, let's.
so
So what is
Instagram is mamau underscore fashion.
my mouth underscore fashion? Okay, so
So
one
that's
moment.
MAM for everyone, MAW underscore fashion. That's Instagram. And
Okay,
my
so it's sorry, Chantel. So follow Chantel on my mouth underscore fashion. Yeah, and
yeah,
the website is the.
it's mamau.com.
Okay, great. All
Yeah.
right, so I'll just pop
So
that back up.
MAMMAW.com.
Yeah.
You can contact me through there. There's also my email addresses on there as well, the contact page. So you can contact us through there, or you can DM me if you want to do direct messaging as well. I think
Fabulous.
are there any more questions before we go?
At this present moment, we looked at yeah, so we talked about
From
your
the viewers,
go-to. Sorry, sorry, say that again.
are there any more questions from the viewers?
Let me have a quick look and see if there's any questions. Just bear with me. I believe all of the questions has been asked
Okay.
and answered. So thank you so much. Thank you, Chantel, for giving those amazing tips. And guys, make
So,
sure when you do go onto your Zoom meeting calls, you turn up as Chantel's advice. Set your intention for the day. Is that correct? Because
yes.
you are your biggest representative, you are your best cheerleader. So there isn't anybody else that's going to be representing you. And also, we understand the times that we are in, but the fact that you're still here and you can still turn up, you can still make an effort. So I would definitely
Definitely.
strongly advise, especially for your mental well being, even just get up, have a shower, And like Chantel shared, she gave some amazing tips in terms of different types of outfits, what colors can do. I had no idea about the reds and orange. I was just putting on the orange because you told me to. But you know, but I just think that's amazing. But also, what I do want to say about your outfit, what I love about your dress and everything, and this is something I don't know if you spoke about this, was about dating at home and virtual datings, and
Oh,
also dating with your partners or your husband, your spouses, etc. You know, we still want to turn up for those, you know, the significant other. So
mm,
I think it's really important that you also, you know, have those dates at home. You've got Deliveroo if you're working from home, so you know you can spend a lot of money because you're not paying for no TFL to travel anywhere or driving anywhere such. So you can just get a Deliveroo, get a little something, something delivered home. He's in a bathroom, she's in the bedroom getting dressed and have that date. You know what I mean? So still
love it.
actually do that. And I love the fact that you've got this dress on as well, because to me it looks very much like, yes, you can wear it going
Yeah,
on an interview,
I
but you
guess
can
you
also wear
could
it
as
for the day.
well. I guess you could wear. I didn't think about that actually. You could actually wear that
A date
on
indoors.
your date. Yeah,
I'm just
in
saying,
your
you can
your own
dress up
home.
at home. Put the
Yeah,
freaking dress on. Do you know what I mean? You know, Beyonce's got that tune about put the freaking dress on, and that's the little, you know, that little tune, the little dress that's gonna make things happen. Do you get what I'm saying? A little pleasure and thing. I'm just saying, and then you know, you just have the little lingerie in the bedroom, just nicely. You can't even say you can't even say you're late. You know the way it's there. You're just on time because everything's indoors.
oh
You can't
yes,
just say
good
you're late.
laugh.
You just turn up. You just, for me, I just like slide it. You know, you're just every. You can't be late.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's really important that we do little things like that still, even though we're at home, you can still lay the table and, have that little date, have the candles and dress up as well. That's really important. So this is perfect because you could work, have it just so you had an interview and then you can go straight into your date. Go
Just
straight into
straight to
the date.
the date, and you can't even be late because you're there in the dress room, and then you're on the date. Listen, yo, mate. Boy.
I love it.
Yeah,
Girl,
you just
it's
gotta
been a
make it happen.
pleasure.
Sorry.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. So, guys, make sure you do follow Chantel Mamau _fashion and do check out our website. And by all means, do share the information. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please, if you like what you've heard, if you like what you see, please, by all means, do subscribe. It's not going to cost you 1 cent. It's absolutely free. It just helps us to know that we're doing a great job. And by all means, do send us any emails, any comments that you do have, anything that you feel that we can add to the platform. By all means, do send us an email, and also do leave us a comment below. Just let us know that you are there, and just let us send us some virtual love by just leaving us a comment, and just let us know how we are doing. So next week Sunday we are going to be doing another live, and it's going to be with an amazing gentleman. His name is Paul Mitchell. He's the founder of Bold Brushes. So he's going to be doing a tutorial. And guys, it's going to be at earlier time. It will be at 3 p.m. But it's going to be daylight. So you may even be want to watch him and then put some makeup on and then get ready for that date in the front room. I'm just saying. But by all means, guys, do join us next week. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interactive. Um, Mitchell is an amazing guy. We've had him on the show before, and he's going to be an absolute blast. So please do join me next week, Sunday. So if you're not following us, by all means, you know what to do. Until next time, and I look forward to receiving those people who wish to take part in the competition itself, and hopefully you will be that winner, and we will be announcing the winner on Wednesday, the 25th of November, where you can win this amazing head wrap. I think I should actually have one of those head wraps. Time is cold, let's let me ball. Pure woolly hats I'm flexing with. But anyway, it's 9 o'clock, so God bless. Thank you for being here with us this evening. You could have been anywhere, but you're here with us. Have a beautiful week. Stay inspired. Until next week, Sunday, we shall see you then. Bye for now. We're going to be leaving the building.